June 28th, 2024, I'm going to be at the Warner Theater in Erie, Pennsylvania. July 6th, I'm going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Mirage. July 14th, I'm going to be in Edmonton, Canada at Kinsman Park. I think this is the show I'm doing with Bert Kreischer, right? Great Outdoors Festival. I am going to be adding more tour dates soon. All over the country. I'm going to be coming at you. I also have a new special out. It's on OnlyFans TV. It's not porn. Don't panic. You can watch it at work. The porn's not going to come up. You're not going to see a butthole. Unfortunately, just go to of.tv/Whitney for my new special. It's called Mouthy. I think I had RSV during it, so I do have a raspy voice, but enjoy me being a terrible mom.
Bap, bap, bap.
I feel guilty that you guys are here because you've been doing, I'm going to say it, too many podcasts.
We've been doing too many, but this one is a needed podcast. Like, this is the one we want to do.
So happy to be here.
You guys went to high school together, right?
Yeah.
Middle school, elementary school, high school.
Okay, because I was trying to figure out the other day, like, how you got so funny. I mean, you must have had trauma in high school.
Yeah. Middle school, people.
Like, what happened? Like, what's your defining? I feel like everyone that's funny has their high school. My last name was Cummings.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I didn't even think of that. Oh, my
tough.
God. Yeah.
In high school, I was also, like, hilariously tall, like, way before everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, just, I showed up to school with the wrong uniform one day. I was always the kid that didn't have the permission slip signed. Like, when you come from an alcoholic home, you're just, like, a mess all the time.
Yeah.
Your, like, lunch bag is just, like, wet.
And kids don't get that.
No.
So they just give you
Yeah.
It's like I'm getting on each end of it.
I know, I'm like, I'm poor, sorry. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have the same shoes everybody else had, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. So it's like, I definitely had that. Like, what was yours?
I had cystic acne. It was
So did
so like all over my chest, all over my back, all over my face. I remember this one kid in class, he was like looking at me and he was like doing this. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm connecting the dots on all of your pimples. I went to the bathroom and I sobbed forever. Oh my God, it was the saddest thing ever. And then I went on Accutane. I almost killed myself on Accutane.
I went on Accutane too.
Yeah.
But they say that like Accutane causes suicidal thoughts. So
Yeah.
does cystic acne.
I know.
Yeah, it's
I'm like,
true.
it was worth it.
How
It was
can you
way worth
decide
it.
which one it is?
I'd rather the Accutane for sure.
Did you have the anal bleeding?
No, I got a permanent, my eye, do you remember what I looked
Bloodshot.
like? My eyes were, I looked like a drug addict and then my lips were slit in half. I looked like the Joker. It was so bad. And then I had a mouthful of braces. So it was just so, I was hideous. I was hideous in high school.
This is a
and middle school.
mess. You're like
Yeah.
a garbage pail kid.
Yeah, it was sad. It was gross. And then my best friend was Ginger Girl. And we were I would say we were an ugly duo.
Yeah, we were tough. It was tough.
But we were funny.
Yeah. But like that's what made us funny, you know?
Yeah.
Like people are gonna on you, just on them right back. You're
Yeah.
just waiting to punch them back with a joke.
Yeah. We were pretty right back at them.
Okay, I had the same. I had cystic acne super, super deep. The ones where you like couldn't even sleep on it. Also like the cystic ones where you knew it was going to be like a 2-week cycle.
Oh, yeah, you could feel it coming in for a month and then it's just there forever.
And why did we think putting like caking on base? Like concealer is like what
Made
we
it worse.
We called it like base. Back. It was just like grout. We would just like put the caulk in the grout into the zit. And we're like, it's invisible.
And for whatever reason, you never washed it off. You just kept reapplying. Because God forbid you're like barefaced.
Like Marie Antoinette who would just keep putting makeup on in the 1600s. Like, why do I just look like a...
Yeah, there was like clay, like you could like scrape it off, and then it made it look worse. Like you looked like a Nestle Crunch bar.
Yeah.
Like the back of it was so gross.
And then you would put crazy stuff on it to try to dry. I used to put toothpaste on my zits.
me too. My mom told me to do that, and it
Don't
kind of
listen
worked.
to your moms about skincare. They also put baby powder, which is chock full of mercury, in our buttholes our entire childhoods, okay?
Boy, I shouldn't be doing that anymore.
You keep trying to snort it.
I got a rash.
Does this have any fentanyl in it?
Please,
Pretty good. This white powder at CVS in the baby aisle is
Powder's
fucking
powder.
lit. Powder's powder. That, I think bad skin is one of the number one traumas in high school.
Yeah, being fat's pretty tough too. Pretty tough. And redheaded fatty.
But I
Can't even say it.
But I feel like in Boston, that's necessary for survival, though.
What do you mean by that?
Like just to be able to defend yourself. I don't know.
Well, yeah, no, that was
get
true. I was getting
stabbed,
jumped
it's,
a
like,
lot.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got jumped a lot?
Several times.
Sexually?
No, I wish.
What if
It was always
what
women.
if they were trying to assault you and just
I was like, hey, right here, hey, come get me.
It was a guy one time, though.
I did, yeah. 21 Savage concert. He, one guy just windmilling me. Someone's
this.
holding Brianna backstage, just let it happen. And 21 Savage hit it with, y'all wilding down there. I said, help me. I pissed my pants. I was so scared.
2 black eyes.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, so 2 black guys?
One black guy. 2 black eyes.
We got our meme. We can cut.
Yeah, we're done.
I think we got the gif. Are we good? I don't know how you really beat that. Wait, what did you? Okay, so here's the thing. When it comes to any of this kind of stuff, when someone's like, and then he killed his wife, and everyone's like, what a monster. I'm always like, I want to hear his side of the
What'd you
story.
do?
I provoked it. I
Yeah.
provoked
Okay,
it.
I would
Yeah.
like to hear his side. What would his side of the story be?
Well, I was gonna do a voice. So I won't do that.
You know what? Good call.
Yeah, thank you.
You know what?
Good for you.
I'm seeing your judgment evolve in real time.
Trying my best here. You can't quit before you're ahead.
I mean, it's just from the fact that a woman from Boston didn't just do a racist accent. I would say if this isn't like if Lord Michael saw this thing, I would just be good, an entrepreneur.
I'm a great actress.
Okay, Jay Farrow out. Grace
I can do a great
O'Malley.
Jay Farrow too.
Oh yeah.
Maybe don't.
No, I won't ever. But yeah, 2 17-year-old girls tried to cut me and my woman. And so
Cut you like in line?
I'm the African American gentleman. This
Oh,
is
you're
his
being him.
perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Got it.
2 17-year-old white bitches tried to cut me and my woman at the 21 Savage concert, and my woman had some words with the girl. The girl had some words back. Listen, neither here nor there kind of words. It was just kind of fighting words, and my girl went for it, and I joined my girl.
What can I ask? What the words of the 17-year-old were?
I was like,
Were
dude,
there any ends?
I think I literally just hit it with like,
No.
like relax, chill out, no ends.
Were you wearing the Trump hat from the party?
No, not
party
this
was
time
next
around.
week, I
Yeah, no, yeah. We weren't
That's
getting
why
all
we
geared
went
up for
to
the
the
party.
So this is the week before your Trump
Yeah,
party.
we were Biden. Badly.
Yeah, no, yeah. Hooray!
Okay, so this was the incident that moved you across the aisle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, he started wailing on me, pissed my pants, saw my life flash before my eyes. I didn't know that your body actually reacts with piss
When you
Yeah.
when
get
you're
punched.
about to die. Yeah.
It was
crazy.
tough. It was tough. It was
Yeah.
a tough scene. I was in a chokehold against the thing, and they were like, "What are you gonna do, little girl? What are you?" I'm like, "You're right. What am I gonna do?" But no one would help her.
If
It was
someone
crazy.
choked me at a 21 Savage concert, I would come immediately. Are you sure you weren't squirting?
Is that what that is? I've yet to try.
This sounds hot.
Well,
A
that's the
black
only way
guy
to get
choked
off now.
you? Like, what are you complaining about? Take the compliment and
Yeah,
move
you
on.
Honestly,
Greedy
true,
bitch.
yeah. I'm a bigger girl.
I feel like black guys love you.
Yeah, no, I'm a big prize from the black community. I don't know.
I do love you.
I don't
They
really
do.
get much love in any community.
But let me stop.
It's
Let me
fun.
ask you. So when you're getting, where is he punching? Like, where is this happening? Like,
Oh,
towards
that's a
your-
blackout.
It was like this. I was watching. So he had her hair, and he was like, it was the windmill.
Wait, that's a cartoon, like a
It
cartoon,
was
like Bugs
insane.
Bunny.
And then he ran out of the show, and we were like, "Can the police help us?" Like, she just got beat up, and they were like, "No, but you can have 2 free Madonna tickets next week." And we were like, "All right, we'll be back."
Like, how do I calm down the white girls?
Yeah.
How do I get the white girls to not sue
Literally
me?
Madonna tickets.
Yeah, that was about it.
Did you go to that?
No, we were too busy making
We had
America
class.
great.
Yeah.
So you didn't do the Madonna concert because that's when you had your Trump party.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was an election party that we knew nothing about politics for. And,
Oh, yeah.
We aren't those guys. No.
This, by the way, this party comes up a lot. If you guys don't understand what they're talking about,
Yeah, listen to Whitney's episode on ours, and then you maybe get it.
Yeah, I'm trying to not make this episode the exact episode. We just did it their
That's
podcast.
what we were saying.
Yeah.
We keep swapping pods, but doing it the next day or like the same day.
I know you were like I did your podcast, and that night you guys were like, tomorrow's kind of busy. I was like, yeah, can we please not
do
do
it
this
next
the
month? Yeah.
next morning? Like, my God. Okay, but let's just then I'm gonna get more specific about because I want to know I just recently started thinking about high school because I have a kid and I'm like already thinking about like am I putting them in school? High school is so toxic anyway. Like, what are we doing? Like I was thinking back to like, is high school just like a one big grooming? Like the fact that you spend your whole high school like figuring out who you're going to go to some dance with, and all the teachers are in on it, and then
they're there
and
while
they
you
want
grind?
it.
It's
They,
disturbing.
dirty
and you know
mess.
they volunteer to chaperone and
Oh, yeah.
dance.
Yeah.
What are we doing? And
You're
you
gross.
Bunch of cocks.
Always the good-looking there's always a good-looking
Drama
history teacher.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
history teachers
History
are
teacher.
always hot.
I'm like, what the and he's like in the corner.
It's just too chill.
Like, how are you 17? Yeah.
Like, what-
it's like, what the fuck?
Y'all finger banging yet?
And you're always into it because he's like hot.
Yeah, but it's also like, what is the logic here? It's like, we're going to spend all your, knowing that you're going to like ruin friendships with who's going to ask who. Also, when I was a freshman, sorry, little brag, I went to prom with a senior, he was Asian, and it like.
That doesn't deduct points.
Why?
Just inches.
It just feels slightly less predatory for some reason. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, he's just a good guy.
yeah, I feel like I'm not like bragging. It wasn't like the quarterback or anything like that.
Still sick though.
It was like the chess champion. It's like, but it's like, why do they even allow that? Don't you think that's kind of like wild? Because here's the thing, I grew up in the South a little bit, which I want to talk because your dude is from the South. Like the rules are a little bit different there.
Yeah.
Country rules are very different. Like it is not that weird to date older in the South. Like have you dated older or you tend to date your own age?
I date like the oldest. Oh, I guess there was that one dude. That was wrong though. I was like 17 and he was like 30. But
What's wrong with that? I know it's wrong, but I would like to hear why.
I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. But then as the older he got, the younger it got. I was like, oh, like it was fine. He was cool. I liked him. I thought he was sick. He had
was
6
decent.
tattoos. I was like, dude, you're so cool.
It's also so fun. You're like, you have a Celica.
Yeah.
Like, let's
It's
go.
like you're so
He
sick.
made the bracelets that light up at concerts.
Yeah. And then he lived with his mom.
Why did
He
you
lived
just
with his
give me
mom.
emphysema?
But we were like, dude, that's so cool.
Like, dude, this guy's the sickest. You
Wait.
gotta screw
He's
him.
buying me weed. I'm like, dude,
Wait,
sick.
he did or didn't make the bracelet?
I mean, like, there's no way he made those bracelets.
You're gonna lie to
Still
young
lives
girls.
with his mom. Like, he does not
He's driving a
make
beat up
bracelets.
minivan.
If you're gonna lie to girls to impress them, why pick the lie? I make bracelets at concerts.
It worked.
You could
did.
It worked.
You were like, I
this
own
guy's
this
the
Subway.
killest.
And he still lived with his mom. And I was like, well, he's saving his money.
He's actually wicked smart.
yeah, he's super cool. But
Like he makes bracelets. Oh, like Cartier, like Tiffany's.
No, the light-up ones, the concerts.
you're like, wow, we should go to Gillette.
They go to the music that's rocking.
Like Club Wet.
Yeah.
He makes the neon
Yeah.
bracelets. You mean
Let me take my
Amazon.com?
school
You mean he's China? Like what do you
It's
mean?
just those like the glow up ones that you stick together.
He doesn't make them. No one, China makes them.
These team
Some hardworking kids.
The fact that you guys believed this is
Oh,
pretty-
for like a long time.
We're not that bright all the time.
Yeah, we're not. We never claimed to be smart. No. But then as the older he got, the younger the girls got. I was like, okay, he's
He
weird.
is the girls he was dating got
Yeah.
younger? Yeah.
yeah, and he got older, so I was like, weird.
Boo.
Yeah, but I didn't see anything wrong with it at the time.
Well, because it's also tricky because it's like I remember, like my mom in the South, your parents kind of encourage a little bit older because then you have a ride home from school, you like
Yeah.
get groceries, you know what I mean? It's like when you're poor, like older's not that weird.
That's
But then
true.
The what's the other sort of like my mom made the like argument to me because you know when she was like dying, I was like, why did you let me date that like older dude? Like Me Too was happening, and I was kind of like, was that weird? Like why did you do that? And she was like, oh, she was like, the other option was you dating a guy your own age who's just like,
How
you
much
know,
older was he?
like I was like 16, he was like 30.
Well, you know, they want grandkids.
They wanted
He-
groceries. They
He,
wanted
like, I was
groceries.
also on Accutane at the time. We needed someone to pick up my
I'm
prescription.
sure you needed a ride.
And you had to be on birth control if you took Accutane, so he
Okay.
paid for the birth control.
Okay. Oh.
It was kind of a pyramid scheme.
It was
Yeah, no, I like that. I like the way you mother thinks.
It was, yeah.
Like he got groceries and he got her a watch and like it was kind of because her point was like
got her glow up bracelet.
Like, do you know who makes these?
That, the other old guy dating kids. He makes these.
I
I
know
buy birth control.
We're also having conehead babies.
well, he told me he owned a Subway.
Like the
Franchise, and I was
sandwiches
like,
or the
yeah,
like
the
in New York.
Sandwich.
Let's go. Okay, so that's fucking. He's a pedophile.
He's Jared.
from
It's
Subway.
Jared.
Yeah.
It's Jared. He's in jail. I know where he is. He has a place to live. He has his
write him
own
all the
cell. I know he can't cheat on me. That's so funny, the idea that we're like in the subway and he's like, I own that. Like, there's no way to refute it.
It's like, oh, really? Yeah.
Like, if you're an older man, it's so easy to lie to girls
It's
to like
so
groom
easy.
them. It's like, I
Dude.
own this building. Like, I feel like older guys were always like, yeah, I work with this. I own this building. And you're like, cool. Like, what am I gonna?
Yeah.
Wow.
That must be true.
That's why it's like creepy because
Yeah.
it's like you just believe everything they say.
But also, I'm like, how boring was I back then? Like how the fact that you sat across from me at dinner and like we went on like what did we talk about?
That's
you
so
fucking
true.
loser.
Yeah.
You know?
Weird.
I was just like, and anyway, so the Kardashians, like what? Like it's not even so much the creepiness of like, oh, like the girl's like younger and looks a certain way. It's more like the fact that you like tolerated these boring ass conversations.
You
like
just
how
stuck around. Like
it totally.
It's just weird.
And like girls at that age don't know how to sorry.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like like eating like corn on the ground.
Fuck $5. This thing's free.
So eating like a Subway sandwich. Is this what you like?
Yeah, and they're just like, yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, because like most of a relationship is actually just like talking and hanging out. Like you were just hanging out with some like idiot that didn't have any like I just thought I was like so like worldly, you know, because like
dating an older guy.
Yeah, like a guy from Tulsa like wanted to hang out with me. Like what? Like it's just like fish in a barrel. I don't know. But I didn't get to go to my senior prom because I was dating an older guy. But I do feel like I think prom should be canceled.
Prom is kind of weird. It does cause fights, and or it should just be you go in your grade. That grade was someone in your grade.
I like that, but also like, don't you feel like there's such like stress of like who's gonna ask who, and it like pits girls against each other?
Ours was weird. Like we just went with our friends. Like, we didn't even like ask each other. Like I just went with my best guy friend.
Oh, that's cool. But like in the South, like when I was living like Roanoke, Virginia, it is like a wedding. Like it is.
It's like a whole proposal, like promposal.
What are those things? What are they called? Do you know what I'm fucking talking about? They're on TikTok. It's like the mom things.
I like cotillion debutante.
Something along those lines.
Like you get asked to something and they put like a big
white hood. That's when they ask you into the KKK.
Yes. Well, I know that. But
I know that. I'm from Boston.
Yes.
Hey, listen, we know what fuck around with that shit.
Like a homecoming thing, maybe. And it's all over TikTok. They have like all these flowers, and they ask you, and it's a big deal though. It's like getting married.
Yeah, it's like such an odd ceremonial thing. But I just remember being so stressed out because like most of the time you can't even afford a dress.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean? Like
let's
just
flipping patties for a dress.
Just going to fucking Jessica McClintock, like begging them, like to fucking give you.
You can put this on layaway.
Fine, I'll take canary yellow. Is that cheap? No one's getting the canary yellow one.
Short dresses are fine, right?
Okay, so that makes more sense because I'm always curious like how people get funny, and it's usually not good.
Yeah,
what happened?
Yeah. Like speaking of prom, I just like I asked someone to go with me, an underclassman for my senior prom, and he said I asked him in the hallway like face to face, like, hey, do you want to go to the prom with me? And he said, I got a basketball tournament. I'm like, I hope you have fun. Good luck. And then he ended up going with a pal of mine. So I didn't go.
Burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
I sound like a school shooter, I realize. But do we just burn these schools to the ground when there's no one in the school?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that,
over the summertime.
Isn't that such an unnecessary trauma?
It's just like, oh God.
But what is the logic to what is the logic? The teachers, the faculty, whatever, they sit around and they're like, yeah, prom's still a good idea, still psychologically healthy for the kids. Yeah. It's like mental
never
warfare.
End either. I feel like it's getting worse.
Because imagine being the kid the year that they cancel prom.
Yeah.
You'd be pissed.
Well, because also, interesting, but also
kids want it.
I agree that it is getting worse because it like used to be like you didn't know the parties you weren't invited to. You didn't know the after parties, but now like
and now it's about the best dress on Instagram. Like I saw some girl posted her prom dress was like a fashion runway Rick Owens off the runway dress. I was like, dude, are you serious? I remember we wanted like $400 dresses and you had to buy it. Prom was in the end of the year. We had to buy it in January so that we could do the layaway to get our dresses. It was crazy. Yeah.
Like this feels like so toxic to me.
Yeah, it's bad.
Did you guys have cheerleaders?
Yeah, I was a cheerleader.
I actually really loved cheerleading. I used to be really like spooked about it because I played basketball and it's like we would sort of like compete for the guys or something. But after watching Cheer on Netflix, I'm obsessed with it.
Oh, I loved it. It was so fun. I did both. So I would like do cheer one season, then basketball. But all the cheerleaders were kind of mean in my school.
Interesting.
It was like a cult, like because the cheerleaders were the party house. So like if you weren't a cheerleader, the big one didn't like you, then you weren't invited to the parties.
That's where I come in.
She wouldn't let her at her house.
I couldn't. I never made the team.
So where's that cheerleader now? That one who decided who was popular? Why do I feel like her name's Becky?
You're getting there.
About 2 more guesses, you'll get it.
Where is Kelsey anyway?
It is a Y.
There's a Y there.
I guess you guys have to be really careful.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because just all of our friends from back home, we're all like still friends.
Yeah.
So that's where we like kind of get into trouble because we'll talk about the we went through, but it's still so important and like it's their lives back home. And then it looks like we're just like leaving, kind of like what we talked about on our like leaving and making fun of where you came from type of thing. And they get mad.
No, I'm not making fun of where I came from. I'm making fun of you.
Yeah.
I'm making fun of you. I love where I
Yeah.
came from. You suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like that's the other thing. Like we went through what we went through, and then like they're like, "Well, that never happened. Knock it off. We don't talk about that."
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, kind of
If you
like,
didn't,
no.
want me, if you didn't want me to
now.
talk negatively, you should have acted better. I don't
be
know
a
what
dick.
to tell you.
Yeah. It's like we can talk about what happened.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a weird
Yeah,
line.
it's interesting. Well, don't get it twisted. They're talking about you too.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
know.
not.
Yeah, I know.
No one's listening.
I know. It's exactly
true.
that.
You know, but I ask because it's also like the longer that I'm in this business, whether it's like, you know, comedy or Hollywood or show business, whatever, you guys are going to People's Choice Awards Sunday, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll see you guys there. Doesn't it kind of feel like high school? To me,
yeah.
Hollywood is high school all over again. You're kind of like, I'm killing it, I'm crushing it, and then like Margot Robbie walks by and all the photographers like swoop away from you and like people knock you over and elbow you and you're just like,
And he's like, I was MVP on the basketball team. Fucking cheerleader walks by.
That's exactly what it is all over again. Like everyone's got their dresses. You're like, I don't want to wear the same thing. Who am I gonna go with? Like it's the same thing.
Contest all over. It's like kind of triggering.
These shows brought to you by BetterHelp. Brought to you by BetterHelp. Sorry, I don't want to get like sued for saying that with a stupid accent for no reason. So relationships, you guys, you're in them, you have them, you want them. I figure I should share with you, since we're talking about therapy, that I once was unable to navigate tough relationships with Grace or Serenity. That's actually really funny because my former assistant and producer is named Grace. What if I just, and now very good friend, what if now just randomly, I was like, I had a hard time navigating my relationship with Grace. I'm going to say it.
And your favorite stripper, Serenity.
I have never seen a stripper named Serenity. That I've seen Faith. I've seen Luck. I don't know. Anyway. The point is, I just think it's very funny to randomly just call out Grace and be like, I had trouble with Grace, okay? And I had to go to therapy, and now we're fine. And DM on Instagram constantly. So here's the deal. You may or may not know this, but both of my parents took dirt naps. But thanks to therapy, before they passed, I was able to make amends where I needed to. I was able to forgive them for having me. I'm kidding. I want to be alive. Thanks to therapy, I want to live now. For realsies, my therapist said it perfectly. Like, she said that it's actually healthy to use humor to cope. So everything that you're hearing right now is therapist approved. Therapy helped me understand that fighting is not the answer. Like, I just wanted to like fight with my parents the entire time they were alive. But like sometimes you just need to, instead of doing that, change your proximity to someone. So like she was explaining, instead of seeing someone 3 times a week, you know, just like see them once a week and see if the dynamic changes. Like, I was always fighting with my mom, and my therapist was like, what if you just talk to her less? Like, that never occurred to me, you know? And so my therapist made me realize that every time that I got on the phone with my mom, I realized that I expect an apology. Like, when she would call, I'd be like, today's the day. She's going to apologize. And then she'd be like, like, how come you're not wearing more lip gloss on your website? I'm like, So, like, I was expecting her to be a completely different person, and my expectations were the problem. Like, my mom had always been the same person she always was, but I was the one that was doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result from her. So you can't change your parents, but you can change your proximity to them and your expectations of them. Why aren't I a certified therapist? I'm just curious.
A lot of bad lab results, I think.
They drug tested me.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Become your own soulmate, whether you're looking for one or not. I don't have a soul, so it's kind of hard to find. The point is, visit BetterHelp.com/Whitney today and get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Whitney. I don't have to tell you guys, I'm obsessed with Etsy. Look at my podcast studio. It's every tchotchke in here is an Etsy item. I live for it. And Etsy is the only place that I buy gifts for anyone, which is why I am beloved, because you can get the most incredible gifts on Etsy. You can find the perfect item for anyone on any occasion. Okay, so I have the Etsy app, obviously. I use it on a daily basis, let's be honest. Okay, so if you go to the Etsy app, they now have something called gift mode. Okay, so if you go to gift mode, it's going to ask you who you're looking for. Okay, so friend, husband, wife, partner, mom, dad, parent, baby, boyfriend, girlfriend, triggered, myself, oh gosh, hell yeah, son, daughter, child, grandchild, grandparent, sister, brother, sibling. This is so genius. Okay, the whole family, teacher, coworker, neighbor, someone else. Okay, like there's nothing. Okay, so let's say I'm going to go to coworker. So if I go to coworker gifts, it's not going to show like truck nuts, for example, because that's going to send you to human resources. Not going to make that mistake again. So like coworker appropriate gifts. And then look, get inspired, popular gift ideas for the toddler, the gardener, the basketball fan, beauty guru, the cowgirl, that's me, the Pisces, the mixologist. So you basically type in all the terms describing the person you're trying to find a gift for, and then they're just going to show you all the magical items. Where have you been all my life, Etsy? Look at this. The mom, the bridesmaid, the rock climber. Okay, this is very specific to my...
That sounds like a dig.
Stop reminding me of all the mistakes I've made, Etsy. Wow, rude. And then... inspire your inner gift giver right here. The baseball fan, the basketball fan, the beer expert, you know? So you basically go like, oh, a friend of mine's like obsessed with artisanal beer. He's that guy. And you'll go to the beer expert and it's going to give you all these gifts. Look, all these like beer glasses, beer things. Look at this. This is an etched wooden beer bottle opener. I was raised by alcoholics. How come I don't know these terms? Look at this. All these different beer things, beer bottle top art. Look at that. Hold on. This is genuinely the board game champ. Okay, you have a friend who's really into board games? You're going to click right there. Bam. And it's going to be all these vintage board games. The game Twister, the vintage game of Twister. Am I allowed to say brands? I might not be able to. Oh my God. It's all these like vintage games. Look at these wooden die. Is it dice or die?
Multiple die.
Look at that. Oh, that's sick. Okay, I'm genuinely just getting lost here in this. The anime fan, okay? You have a friend who's into anime, your brother's into anime, whatever it is, and they're going to show you all the cool anime stuff. Gift mode is a game changer. Look, a gifting moment is always around the corner, whether it's a birthday, an anniversary, a holiday, or even just a gift to say thank you. Gift mode on Etsy has you covered. If you need to find the perfect gift, don't panic. Try gift mode on Etsy now. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because I figured it out because I'm like so scared of going to like award shows and that kind of stuff because I always feel that anxiety. Like, who should I go with? Like, is the person I take going to embarrass me? Am I going to need to take care of them? Are we going to have a good, I don't want it to be someone I'm going to have such a good time with that I don't socialize with other people. Like, is my tit going to fall out? Like, do I wear the sticky tits or the nipple cover? Like, it's just like, why am I doing this to myself all over again? This is prom.
Never usually that fun. Ever.
They're never fun.
Do you ever enjoy yourself at
They're
these?
always awkward. I stopped going to award shows and Hollywood parties a while ago because I always left feeling bad about myself. But I did end up going on Prozac because I have intrusive thoughts that go on a loop of like after I have a conversation, even if it went like ostensibly well, I would leave being like, why did you say that? Why did you do that?
Oh my God, it's like impossible to like not.
Why did you
did
make-
medicine work?
Yes.
Oh,
Prozac
wow.
is a miracle. Look, placebo effect is an effect. So even if, I don't know, but I'm only on 20 milligrams now, which is a very low dose. But all Prozac does is stop the loop of, I shouldn't have said that. I'm such an idiot. You're such a, like, because I would spend the whole rest of the night just like on a loop. And then I'd be like, I'm just going to smoke some weed. I'm just going to have a drink to like numb it. And I would just like feel a pit in my stomach all the time. Like I was embarrassing myself.
Yeah.
Because it is so awkward. Like just famous people all get together and you're just expected to like really know. I just can't be, you guys are like this. Like, I'm not going to be fake and pretend we know each other. There's a lot of famous people that like, they're just like, hey, what's up? And you're like, I don't know you. I know.
Let's be people. Hi, nice
Let's
to meet you.
Let's meet each other.
Because then I'm like, dude, who do you think I get very confused when you don't just name what's going on, you know? So, but like famous people, when they see each other, even if they've never met, they just know each other.
Yeah,
It's
I feel like
interesting.
I've noticed that people, and even in like this like influencer community thing, everyone's just like thinks they know each other. I don't know,
Yeah.
it's a weird thing.
Which may be the familiarity of like, look, if people
I saw you on my phone, but
totally, and you're in bed with me at night. I mean, I literally,
there's no introductions anymore, I feel.
that's what it is. And I
Yeah.
think for me, I get very confused when I don't know like what level we're at.
Yeah.
Because then I feel like I'm being fake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which
Yeah.
drives me nuts when people pretend they're closer than they are.
Hate
I
that.
hate
Oh my
that.
God, the
Like,
worst.
dude, I
yeah.
see right through that phony piece of
Yeah,
know.
but it's like I think this is just nice, but I don't know how to receive it because I'm just like I don't know how to act because I don't want to be like, oh my God, like we're like best friends now. Like when a female celebrity just like grabs your hand and you're like, we're like best friends now. But this brings me back to like
Yeah,
high
it's like
school
girl power.
when the like popular girl would like take you in, but then like the next day you would walk into lunch and you were like not allowed to sit at the table.
Yeah.
You know, like
pig's blood thrown on you. Carrie was tough.
real tough, but a documentary about our actual experience. So, you know, so it's like for me, there's like a lot of that, and then there's a lot of like, let's get a picture, and you're like, are we friends? Is this for like what are we doing?
Yeah.
Are we at work or are we hanging out? I don't know.
That's a weird line that like you can't figure out ever.
Yeah.
I feel like
And
unless
don't
you
see
really
them
know
again
these people
till the next award show, and it's the same thing again.
Totally.
Yeah.
Are you? And it's kind of embarrassing because you're going to award shows to get attention.
Yeah.
That's what you're
Let's
doing.
be honest.
Let's
Yeah.
just be honest what we're doing. And I think there's like, you're going down the red carpet and you're kind of like, I still can't think of a healthy thought to have while on the red carpet.
Oh, mine's get off, get off, get off, get off, get off.
Oh, like a man watching you? Like,
No.
I'm like, you want to now? You want to now?
Get off the red
think that would
carpet.
be
No
a
one's
good
looking
one.
at you. Thing like
Because
I
then
would
you're just
get
like,
off.
I want women to like me, but I want men to want to. Like, what am I supposed to be thinking?
I
Like,
know.
be relatable, but like look perfect. Like, I'm just like, this is crazy.
yeah.
It's so unhealthy.
And then I always just like hate myself when I get off. I'm just like, oh my God, you're such a piece of shit. Like, how much attention do you need?
You're
Like,
so vain and gross.
You're so
but
pathetic.
you're here because you
Oh,
want to be.
Desperado, you're not even nominated.
Yeah.
What are you doing here, you tool?
Yeah,
I
we're
think we
tools. We
feel
just
we're
go.
freaking influencers.
Yeah.
Like we're the literal pieces of that they say. Like, what are they even doing here?
All the comments. Why are they invited?
like people literally say, "Oh,
No,
it's tough."
they need you because no one watches these shows anymore.
I know.
People watch your show, your podcast, instead of their like Hollywood prom. You know?
That's true.
So it
Yeah.
is just like this weird, like, but when you go, do you have like a strategy or you're like, we're just gonna have fun and like get stories?
I think just have fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
We try to have fun. We try not to stress out, but it's always stressful.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too. Like, I just, for me, like my big, like, do you have a feeling like when you're like, I'm gonna take a drink or I'm gonna smoke some weed, that's like your feeling that makes you want to check out? Mine is embarrassment. Mine is like, I've embarrassed myself. Like, because I think they say that like comedians, the reason we become comedians is to control how we're embarrassed. It's like, I'm just gonna make fun of myself before you can make fun of me.
That's
Yeah.
the thing.
That's what we
I'm going
do.
to say it first, and everyone's like, "You're so hard on yourself." I'm like, "Well, if I don't say it, you're going to
You're
say
gonna
it."
say it.
And
Yeah.
I need to have the first.
Or you're gonna
laugh.
think it and I'm gonna know you're thinking it and I
Yeah.
can't handle that.
Just going to say it.
Yeah.
And it's it's terrible on the mental.
Terrible on the mental. Are we doing therapy? What are we doing?
I tried therapy. I
Promo
hated that
code
bitch.
Whitney?
She was an idiot.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a little. She was all I could afford. She was straight out of school. She didn't know.
I definitely
I
went to
forgot
a
about
couple that were like getting their hours.
Yeah, they're
Those-
just doing it to do it. Yeah. They're
Don't
like, have to.
definitely okay. If you're gonna go to a doctor that's getting their hours, make sure it's like sinus guy, ENT, not Botox guy, not dermatologist, not therapist. Those
Yeah.
are the ones where you want the ones that have had
Yeah, you need experience.
put in the 10,000
Yeah.
hours. So what did you not like about it?
I just like I felt like I'm like very self-aware. So I'm saying all this stuff and I'm like, and this is why I do this, and I'm like, so what can I do about that? And they're like, well, you're very self-aware. I don't even really know why you're here. I'm like, all right, fuck
Like,
this.
do you even need me for
Like,
this?
this is too much money for no reason here.
She was also like your age.
Yeah,
She was super young.
which I thought I wanted, but
She's like a fan. She's like jealous of you. She's like, you already have a podcast.
she's like, you're
Like,
actually kind of a bitch.
she's like, I can't even get mine off the ground. You just sound like ungrateful.
I'm actually just an actress.
But like what? Like if you're gonna go to therapy, like what's it gonna be for?
I think that's gonna be pushed to the side for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm too self-aware for therapy. It's crazy.
I think
And
the key for people like, I mean, just as like a stand-up,
Yeah.
it's having your reality corroborated. I think you getting on stage more. Sorry, I'm telling you what to do.
No, please.
I think you doing stand-up more is going to help you a lot.
Yeah.
I think that is going to be, for lack of a better word, like the drug that's going to like work.
that's a better drug to be
You know?
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because you're gonna go out and you're gonna like, and like, to me, like when someone is like in the place that you're in, you just have to like get up more.
Yeah.
What's your plan for that besides coming on the road with me?
That has to
it
happen.
I know it's gonna happen.
Okay.
Oh my
It's gonna
gosh.
happen. No, to 100. I'm not kidding around. And it's funny. My Kevin Christie, who is on the road with me a lot, called me yesterday, and he was like, "She's gotta come on the road with us." And I was like, "Oh, I already asked her on the podcast."
I might have to leave.
here.
I can't
The Beacon, New York is September 28th. I think my next tour is not announced yet, so I don't know all the stuff
Yeah,
exactly.
we're still thinking of a name, right?
But I don't have a name for my tour.
I like the one you said.
Bringing Grace? What?
Yeah, bringing Grace.
Bringing Grace with me. Saving Grace. Saving Grace from blow and whatever other drugs.
Saving Grace.
Yeah.
to the road.
That's good.
Because I think you just need to like get on stage more.
Yeah, I just gotta do it. My problem is like every time I get up there, I hate my set. I start over, so it's just
That's
a matter
normal.
of like
That's
just
normal.
open mics, humbling myself,
Yeah.
failing,
go.
Yeah,
Totally. And I think that the thing is with stand up, I think the way that I always try to like describe it is like as soon as you love failing at it, that's when you're really going to succeed.
Yeah.
When you're kind of just like, whatever. Because
Yeah.
it's like kind of your fault if it doesn't go well, but kind of not. At this
Yeah.
point, it's like sort of like there's so many reasons that it could be going sideways. Also, you're starting stand up at a time where everyone is on drugs. So that's true. This is like the worst time to start stand up comedy. Everyone's like, we talked about this on your podcast a little bit the other day. Like, it's so much easier for stand ups now to get famous on, Instagram and on TikTok, and Matt Rife with his crowd work videos. I'm like, yeah, but the crowds are all on indica edibles. Like, by the way, you probably killed whatever sets you did. It's just everyone is comatose. I mean, when I started, everyone was like, drinking, and there was like a scary, angry energy, and people were either like, sort of, but at least they could like hear you and like process the same reality.
It was just a little delayed, but they're still processing.
No, now it's like the people in the audience like microdosing mushrooms and like forgiving their ancestors while you're like trying to do jokes. Like, I was in the comedy store the other night, and like everyone was bombing. Like, you guys, I know,
wake up.
they're like snug. Everyone's like in the audience, like snuggling.
Under their chair.
They've got like a My Pillow and
They're in a K-hole.
Lollipops.
My doors, it's a matrix.
it's like so crazy. So it is also a wild time to start doing stand up.
Well, it kind of makes me feel better. It would just be like, oh, you didn't like that because you're
You're
on
all
drugs.
just drug addicts.
You're wrong.
At least I'm a drug addict on stage making something of myself. You guys are coming to watch drug addicts. Like,
Losers.
it is so in LA, fentanyl's in the water now.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
Because people are doing cocaine and testing their cocaine for fentanyl, and if it tests positive, they're flushing it
Oh,
down
it's
the
actually in the
toilet.
water.
Yes.
Oh, I thought that was like a figure of speech.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's tough.
No, but enough about
In
Scientology.
water? Oh my
Are you
God.
curious? Are you curious?
I'm actually going there after this. I'm just going to check it out. If you don't hear from me, just call.
Dude, should we just go to the Scientology Center one day?
Absolutely.
Why don't we?
I know. Why haven't we? We drove
We
by
have
it one
free
time.
will. We're smart. Like,
we
They
could,
got us though. They got us.
if they have the wristbands, though, I'm
They got
staying.
they, I think, really do make the wristbands, dude.
They do.
It's magic.
And they make the drugs. They make everything.
I mean, I think the wristband is electric and tracks you for the rest of your life, but
Oh,
like,
that's fine. At
I
least
want
somebody
someone
cares
to know where I am.
but it does light up. Like, it's kind
Sense
of
of community.
It's like those little things you get, like when your table is ready at a restaurant. As soon as you get 10 minutes out, you just electrocute.
I just love
go
that.
home. Go home.
I mean, Scientology, like, here's what I'll say. For people that need to get sober and can't afford rehab, they get the job done.
Oh,
The problem is they don't believe in any kind of antidepressants or anything.
okay.
See, I don't even know what they. I am actually curious. Like, I don't know what they believe in.
Their thing is they don't believe in antidepressants in any way, any kind of psychiatry, right?
Okay.
Because that would challenge their thing. It's basically like a 12-step program on crack, and they take most of your money, and you never get to see your kids again. And if you get raped, it's your fault.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it's college.
It's literally fraternity.
So yeah.
Throw it back, girls.
Oh my God, you're so dumb. Okay, I like your hoodie. This is a big swing.
Oh, I
It's
know.
a big swing, Zach Bryan hoodie.
Yes, big swing, Zach Bryan hoodie. It's because I couldn't open my eyes this morning. I was so tired. I slept in this.
Yeah,
so.
you guys seem tired.
I'm like,
no, we're like in a good way.
It was either that or blow, man.
And this is, I don't know. We might need to go back to the below.
That's fine. I'll do
thought
anything for you.
about it.
I'll sign my life away. I've never signed an NDA. I'll sign it all to you.
we're talking about that. We never signed an NDA.
NDAs don't matter,
Right? Yeah.
They hold. No, okay, so when the Britney Spears thing was happening, it just made me just so mad that so many people were. Okay, so what's her dad's name? Jamie.
Yes.
Okay, so Jamie Lynn Spears, everyone's like, it's him. There's like 50 people that are maintaining whatever this arrangement is. There's someone that's jamming the pill down her throat. There's someone that's locking the door. There's someone that... there's a team of people, but they won't come forward because they're too afraid of the NDA that he signed. So I came out basically and was like, I will pay your NDA violation fee and any legal fees that result, because NDA violation fees are usually very low. There's like legal stipulations of how...
You said this?
Yes, publicly.
wow.
Because NDAs, they don't hold any water. Like if a judge were to look at it, they'd be like, this is totally invalid. It's just what people do to bully people. Do you know what I mean? It's like rappers give NDAs to like side chicks. Like, do you know what I mean? They just like make them up like in a Word document. You know what I mean? They're meaningless for the most part, NDAs. And if you do violate an NDA, the person would have to take you to court. And if I make you sign an NDA, like, hey, we spent a day together and I need to make you sign this NDA, and then you violate it by saying, I hung out with Whitney, she like ate baby blood or whatever people think.
That's what you do.
Celebrities do. Yeah. And speaking of, I do have to feed my child.
The child feeds you.
Yeah. I just need it. And then you told someone I was with Whitney and this happened, or here's her address. I'd have to sue you for it to take effect, and it would make me look so bad that I was suing you that I'd be admitting guilt.
And then you would feel bad
that's what it
because
always
I would
looks like.
show up to defend myself in a big suit that I got at Savers, and you'd be like, oh, that's just too sad.
Yeah, just let her
Like, she
have
went to
this one.
Filene's basement for this trial. Like, let her have
I got
it.
the
you
back of the
guys.
closet.
Yeah, the jury's on her side.
I got a broken pencil.
But I'm curious about not just, because like famous is what, like, I think famous people and non-famous people have pretty similar lives, if I'm going to be honest, in a lot of ways when it comes to like the pressure of putting your person on Instagram. Like that's the same whether you have 1 million followers or whether you have like 10 followers. When do you do it? Asking for a friend.
I was forced into doing it because we were caught. The senator, or was it the governor or senator? The governor, senator of Alabama. We were keeping our relationship a secret. Like I was like secretly traveling with him because I couldn't deal with everyone hating on me all the time about my relationships. And I was in the back of this video. Oh my God, I'm like barely in the video. And
you blink, you miss it.
Zach is jumping off a cliff to like try to impress me or something. And then the governor of Alabama or the senator or something takes the video, posts it on his Instagram. Somehow people see that, and then it got on Reddit, and then the news broke loose, and then people saw us at the airport or like connected my green bag to him holding it, and then I had to come on a podcast and be like, "I'm dating Zach Bryan," and everyone's like, "You fucking whore slut, bitch." I'm like, "It's
Sure.
you guys did it."
You're not a bitch.
Yeah, I'm just slut.
Okay, so you kind of, but like, when would you post your relationship then, if there wasn't a cliff involved? Do you have a relationship or no?
I have no experience.
I've never had one.
Nothing. I got nothing on the subject of love.
Okay, so because you're dating a country boy, I'm going to ask you a couple references to see if you know what they are,
okay.
and make sure you don't embarrass yourself in front of his mom.
Oh, this is
Okay.
good.
Okay, I want you to tell me what it means, and you tell me the Boston translation.
Okay, that's good.
What incarnation?
Like what the?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
And what's the Boston version of that? This
the
guy.
fuck?
You shitting me?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it? You shouldn't me.
You
Thank
shouldn't me?
Yeah.
Okay, Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, that's a grocery store.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a grocery store, but it's like
People are obsessed with it.
it's like Raggedy Bucky's.
Yes.
okay.
Yes. And Bucky's is Texas.
Bucky's is Texas.
Okay.
Yes. And Bucky's is just like heaven on earth. Like Mecca has everything.
Yeah,
like
everyone talks about it.
everything. It's the
It's
best.
actually crazy. You gotta see
Really?
this place. It's insane.
Have you been?
Yeah, I've tried. Like they're massive.
Wow.
There's no place I'd rather be. It's my Disneyland.
Oh, wow.
What's
Yeah.
the Boston Piggly Wiggly?
Market.
Market.
Yeah, the market.
Just any market.
I just
Yeah.
gotta go to the market.
Just what's it called?
Stop and shop.
Oh, Stop and Shop.
Stop and Shop
Yeah.
is the Piggly Wiggly of Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cow pie.
I don't know.
Cow pie.
Cow pie. A pile of.
Yeah.
I thought it was. I was gonna say like a whoopie pie.
Yeah, like a chocolate cow tail.
Oh, pile of.
Yeah, it's cow shit.
Okay. Easy. Got that.
I mean, the Boston version, I guess, is just
Your mother.
Your mother.
Yeah.
Frady hole.
The clit.
Oh, so yeah, that was
Clit
good.
a
I
hole?
would have said that.
I have no idea what the Frady hole.
The Frady hole.
No clue.
It's a tornado shelter.
Oh yeah, those are everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one though.
I guess you don't have a version
Yeah,
in
we
Boston.
just say, oh,
The cellar. Yeah.
yeah, go to Sella.
The world's
The cell- oh, yeah, your basements are called cellars in Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you have to make it so
Spooky.
slavery? Yeah, it's so haunted.
Is that the intention? Probably.
Cellar.
Yeah.
Cellar.
Do you have a basement in your place growing up?
Yeah.
I feel like Boston has basements.
Yeah, and it was shocking to go places that didn't have basements.
Yeah.
It's like, where's it?
Your house is just really long.
Yeah. We're six. Where we're gonna play doctor
Yeah,
with our neighbors' kids.
We're going to sneak this.
Yeah. Where we're gonna molest each other on the weekend.
That's the priest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's church.
Well, not you two, but the cute boys. Fixin'.
Oh, like I'm fixing to have myself.
This steel magnolia over here. Well, excuse me.
Like making?
I love it.
I'm still
The
going.
South for you is like an antebellum. From the 20s who gets the vapors.
myself, so like that. Oh, was I right though?
Why are you like the villain from The Help?
Eat my shit.
Yeah. I'm fixing to have myself.
Yeah,
so
that's
that.
one. I'm fixing a, but fixins are like sides.
Oh.
Like sides, like the
Okay,
sweet potatoes.
fixings. Yeah.
And in the South, they put marshmallows on yams. Just get ready.
Oh, that's insane.
It's wild.
Sounds yummy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
psychotic.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah. I mean, like okra. Did you have fried okra? Oh, wow.
What's
I haven't
okra?
like really immersed yet.
What's okra?
Yeah.
Okra is it looks like a pepper, and when you cut it open, it's full of a clear schmegma that is actually nauseatingly disgusting, and then you fry it, and it's delicious.
Follow-up question, what's schmegma?
Cum?
Peppercom?
Just diving.
Yeah.
Okra? You've never had okra?
No. I
ain't
thought
had
it was whale.
That is the most New England thing I've ever heard. Y'all still eating whale? Like my grandparents?
Well, we thanks. We're
Recently,
good.
whale shark fins.
Shark fins?
We're just white trash.
Yeah, it's like there's some things specific to like Oklahoma. There's a lot of cantaloupe. There's a lot of okra. A lot of tea. Did you do sweet tea?
Yeah, but I love sweet tea.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper?
No. But
What?
everyone loves Dr. Pepper there.
Oh,
I've
that's a big
noticed.
deal. And then it's like Dr. Pepper versus Mr. Pibb is like, that's like Patriots versus like Giants.
Yeah, it's crazy. The Dr. Pepper. You like Dr. Pepper?
Love Dr. Pepper, yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
Grace would
I'll
love
fit right
this.
in.
Was
Yeah.
that in the fridge in Oklahoma?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
yes.
a serious, pretty
Everyone
serious.
loves Dr. Pepper. Soda, big.
I love, yeah.
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 Pop. Sorry.
I mean, diabetes. Big.
Yeah.
Huge.
Huge.
They said pop there?
yeah.
That's more
I think it says
Western.
pop. Yeah.
road hard, put away wet.
Road hard, put away wet. Road hard, put away wet. I don't think we're going to the same part of the South when we go. Like at all. This is insane. Road hard, put away wet. Say that 10 times fast. Road hard, put away wet. Road hard, like road dome is like all I'm thinking of.
Bucket list.
Yeah.
I can't stop saying that since we got here.
We're driving the highway, like road domes are on my bucket list.
What is?
Road dome.
What's road,
Road
dome?
dome.
Giving head while
Yeah.
someone's driving.
Road dome.
Road dome.
Yeah.
Road dome. I'm trying to. It's really hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because also, if you're a responsible driver, your undercarriage is going to be pretty close to the wheel.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'd have to move far back. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, well-
And you're like blowing Suge Knight.
Well, yeah, well, wouldn't mind.
And then what? I guess, but also the speed bumps in LA are very big.
everywhere.
I know
No
you
one
wouldn't.
can.
You wouldn't have to do anything, frankly.
Yeah,
the speed
sure
bumps
is.
Yeah, it'd be really
speed
Gotta
good
watch
at
the gag
giving
reflex, I
road domes.
guess.
would do all the work for you.
That's kind of nice.
It's 2024, so now let's talk about something important. If you guys get injured by a person, place, or thing, you deserve to get paid. Life can be crazy sometimes, and one person's negligence can result in another's settlement. It kind of rhymes. If you're in an accident, not calling a lawyer means that you could be leaving money on the table. When you're seriously injured, your injury could be worth millions of dollars. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide and more than 1,000 lawyers with over $20 billion recovered for over 500,000 clients. Sorry, my villain voice sort of like threw me there. Morgan & Morgan has a proven track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is so easy, okay? Reading with a speech impediment is hard. Submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan is easy. So, that's what I said. And I'm not taking it back. Okay, I said what I said. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. For more information, go to forthepeople.com/Whitney or dial pound law, pound 529 from your cell phone. That's for forthepeople.com/Whitney or dial pound law, pound 529 from your cell. This is a paid advertisement. So y'all know about me and Liquid Death. You know, it's the only water that I drink. Now it's the only water that my baby drinks. No joke. We fill up his bottle with Liquid Death and make his formula with it. We are a Liquid Death family. I actually drank Liquid Death my entire pregnancy. I think Liquid Death is frankly the only reason my baby didn't end up being a Liquid Death in the first trimester, if I'm going to be honest. Liquid Death has no microplastics, okay? You know that we're all chock full of microplastics, right? From stupid idiot plastic bottles that are killing turtles on the regular and God knows how many pelicans. I don't even want to think about the pelicans that have gagged on plastic monstrosities. And the cranes? No one thinks about the cranes. Look how skinny their stupid little necks are, okay? I mean, and the starfish. Let's not even go there. They're already hermaphrodites. Who knows what other genitals they have now that they're chock full of plastics. You know microplastics are making babies' taint smaller. And I will not tolerate that, okay? I love a big tainted baby. We know that's my thing. Liquid Death also donates a portion of profits. Is that going to get me on a list? I feel like we should cut that.
Only if you initiate a new study.
That is a real true study. That's not something that I have just researched on the deep web, I promise. Liquid Death also donates a portion of its profits from every can sold to help kill plastic pollution. What more do you want? Y'all are saints. Look at me with my Liquid Death right here. And they look like alcohol. Everyone thinks that you're drinking alcohol, which is kind of sick. I'll just be at the gym pounding a Liquid Death and everyone's like, are you drinking? I'm like, yes, I am. We love Liquid Death over here, so just go buy it. It's in stores. It's on the internet. You know what to do. Love you, mean it. Just buy. So is this just a fantasy you have?
I have a lot.
Okay.
Listen, 25 years of nothing. It's tough.
Roadhead, yeah, that's one that I feel like you check off your bucket list pretty fast.
Yeah, usually when you're like 12. Where I'm from.
I don't know about that. I don't know, the bus driver that took you to school.
Listen, don't know nothing about love.
By the way, neither do I.
Dome is love.
No, that's love.
I don't think you know more the more you do, frankly. I feel like I know less.
Yeah, I feel like you just get confused and confused and confused.
Yeah.
It's kind of true.
Just make people uncomfortable by saying it out loud.
It's not that uncomfortable. I know a lot of people like that.
Oh, good.
And it's kind of better.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of better in a weird way.
Well, that's actually
Yeah, you
nice
get
to
to
hear.
really know what you want and like need, I feel.
It's just
for you.
disheartening at times.
That's fair.
Like, what the are you guys talking about?
Okay. Rode hard, put away wet.
Yeah, what does that mean?
That basically means like horses, like you have to cool them down after you ride them.
Oh.
So it's just like a metaphor that's sort of like, use it in a sentence, Pat.
It's like kind of like chewed up and spit out. Like
Yeah.
Like used and abused.
I was like rode hard and put away wet.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like it's dealt with without like tact.
Okay.
Throw that out at the next Thanksgiving. In
I will.
Oklahoma.
I'll try.
See
That's
how
just women in Boston.
Yeah.
That's just
You know
what
what?
that is.
That's honestly
Spot
like
on.
the feeling of Boston women is that they've been rode hard and put away wet.
Rode hard, put away
Like
wet.
they
Okay.
work their. They aren't. You're
I need
not
to
getting your
remember
due.
this.
Like you're not getting your due.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always say this when I do shows in Boston. Boston women, man, like the J. Crew flats. Do you know what I mean? Energy, like they're just like
Everyone say that.
yo, dude, they are in like this, like they're just so wherever they're going, like they gotta get there, man.
And they have fucking flat feet.
Dude,
like
it's
actually
just
flat
like
feet. It's
they're just
crazy.
their legs are just like
The
tree
fingers are always like
trunks.
this.
Yeah, and they're just
crazy.
They've got, instead of a purse, it's like a leather backpack.
Yes.
Like there's just like there's this lack of feminine bullshit that's actually so refreshing. They all just have like f***ing linebacker energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like,
their husbands are like wrapped around their finger. It's
yeah, I gotta
crazy.
get to Pan Quotidian now and get my ham croissant. You know, and it's just like they're all in such. I guess because it's so cold.
Yeah.
You know
Makes you
what
a
I'm
frigid bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta get there. Like you go to Sephora, and it's just kind of like you're like fighting for your life to get in and out of there.
What I need?
I know. I'm like, you came to Sephora to get Carmex? That is so Boston.
What is fancy in here?
Yeah, they're like good stuff. Do you have the chapstick, the black one, the medicine one? What do you mean you don't have Vicks Vapor Rub?
This store is such bullshit.
Like, what is the #1 product sold in Sephora, Boston? I'm like dying to know. Johnson & Johnson baby powder.
Yeah.
The original.
My baby's got a rash. I got a rash. It's 2 in 1.
I want the original formula before they got sued.
The good powder.
Yeah. The one that makes them sleepy. The one that puts them right to sleep.
Not the one for the baby.
Multi-purpose.
Oh my God, I can't breathe. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go soon. What is your plan today? You're just taking chill? Finally?
Taking chill, yeah. Gotta do Valentine's
Taking chill?
Day.
That wasn't a thing I
gotta give
say, by the
rope.
way.
Yeah.
That wasn't a thing I
No,
say.
that was dope.
Taking chill.
That was dope. I can't stop saying dope because I think it's hilarious. And people think I'm
hilarious.
serious. When something's not dope, you just go, that's dope.
That is dope.
I do like sick.
Wow, cool, sick.
Here's the thing, though. I was thinking about this the other day. Like, the first time you take new slang for a spin, like, like, everyone started saying lit for the first time pretty recently, but like the first time you said it and you're like try to pull it off as if you've said it like a bunch. Like the other day I was like, let me just try to say clutch and see if it seems like I've said it a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like the first time you're like, that's clutch. And you're like, did I pull it off?
Yeah.
Did it seem like I knew what I was
It
saying?
was like a-
Yeah, because it's like, you know,
I've said it before.
like when do you put the new one in? You know what I mean? You're like, that
Yeah.
shit's fire.
I let a few people do it for a couple of times, and then I try it, and I'm like, oh, that's a word I can't say. That
It didn't work on me.
Doesn't work for me.
Coming out.
Some of these words are like bangs. You're like, that's just not.
I can't do it. Yeah, I can't
That
do
was
it.
that was banging.
like lit doesn't really work for me.
Yeah, no,
lit's
lit's
a
not
tough
one for me.
Turnt, I'm like, oh.
Oh, turnt
Is
is
that still happening?
Lil Jon was at the Super Bowl, so I don't know what's happening.
I am ashamed of how excited I was at that.
At Lil Jon?
Yeah.
That's lit.
That was big for me.
That's clutch turnt lit.
dope.
Like it is just wild when you see you're just like the corniness like of a new phrase and you're just like, am I gonna adapt? Am I gonna put this in the rotation?
I know. And then everyone says it, and then you say it because it's like you say
Yeah.
the thing. What was the
I hated Slay.
slay?
It's still around. It's not for me.
I feel
Slay.
like that's more written.
Yeah.
Then said, yes. It is cringe when you say it out loud.
Oh my
So
God,
cringe.
Slay! Like, shut the up.
Yeah.
You know what I think we
You're
need
slaying.
to chill on?
What?
Bitch.
Bitch.
Like I feel like I'm known for kind of saying whatever but it's just a lot of like bitch. I'm
Yeah.
just like it's 12 o'clock. It's noon.
You relax.
In the airport.
I'm a
And I don't
woman.
think I
Address
ever
me
really
as such.
say I don't like say like, what's up, bitch? Like I don't really
Oh,
say shit like that.
bitch.
I
No,
hate
that
that
doesn't flow
shit.
right from us.
Yeah. Gay people always say it to women.
It really is. Like
What's up, bitch? I'm
I
like,
know, you're just
fuck.
like, geez. I know it's crazy to me that like gay people, trans people, like you can't call them anything,
But they can say whatever they want to you.
Hey bitch, hey
Yeah,
cunt, you
yeah,
whore. You're
yeah.
Jesus.
You've got
ginger
ginger Slay Boo's house down. I'm like, is that a story?
Yeah, like you look fat as
And they're like, hey bitch, someone needs Ozempic. I'm like, damn.
yeah.
Do you have
God.
a doctor?
I
guess I'll buy it.
So gay guys are, I'll just say they're fucking so mean and
They can be scary.
They scare me because they're so mean. Like the mean ones. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
oh bitch. Like, oh, you need to do this with your hair and your face and your body.
Oh my God, you look like
And they just get to
They're so
grab
intimidating.
you. All the things that were marched for in Me Too, if a gay guy does it, it's just like affection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just grabbing you. They're like putting your finger in your asshole. And there's like,
also
hi,
f***ing their best girlfriend, like just to like help her out. I'm like, wait, what's going on?
wait, what? Is that new? What's that?
I know so many gay guys in New York that will just like their girlfriends, like not like like girlfriends, friends.
Listen, things get desperate
Who
sometimes.
wins in this?
I don't know.
Are gay
true.
men good at sex
Maybe
that way?
maybe it's easier because the girl can like be like do this, do that, but then I just feel like it's like weird,
I feel like if you're truly gay, vagina is not.
just repulsive. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or do they have sex with them in their tush?
Oh, maybe it's tush. I never got to the details.
So
figure it
someone
out for you
said that
guys.
and you were like, say no more.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, what you do in the bedroom?
Yeah. Do you?
I would be like,
do
okay, you guys,
straight
okay,
sex.
explain this to me. I could not.
I said, what the?
Just trying to understand.
I couldn't. But yeah, that's also it's like when like gay men are like, they're like, we're effeminate. I'm like, you bitch. It's like, not all, why is that synonymous with feminine?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like when trans women are super mean, I'm like, that's not a woman. Like, you
Yeah.
transition to a mean girl. That's not, it's like, no, I'm just
mean.
being a woman, bitch. And I'm like, that's not how we act. Like, knock
Yeah.
it off. Why did you pick that? You're like, in order to transition to a woman, I just need to like have like giant tits and just be like a bitch to everybody.
It's
like,
so mean.
I know.
I'm like, this is so scary.
I know. They're just like on Twitter yelling at people. I'm like, because I'm a woman. That's what we do. I'm like, that's not
Your woman blueprint.
yeah, I don't think. Like, why do you look like Jessica Rabbit? Like, why are you dressing like Betty Boop to go to work? Like, we don't dress. We wear hoodies. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's so true. Your joke was so funny. The Jessica Rabbit one you posted on Instagram. I was dying.
We got in trouble.
Oh, I know. I saw your caption. I was like, that
Which is like
fine.
fine.
Who cares? Dude, there's
Fine.
actual pedophiles somewhere. Be mad at them. You can't cancel someone for having a joke. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
yeah. But I think that most like trans people and gay people, like anyone, have a good sense of humor.
Anyone with a good sense of humor you're just off. They don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You getting ready
For
to come on tour?
absolutely, I'm already writing in my head.
You better be.
I'm sitting here.
That will
Dude,
give
I
you the
can't
push
even
you
believe you
need.
said that again, and I can't believe you actually mean
Yeah,
that.
we were like,
No,
we have
I'm
to
dead
ask you
serious.
again
Just, I was going to ask you, and I was going to get too scared to ask.
I can tell, like, I can just tell you're going to be a great comic. You just have to get on stage. Oh my God. Because it's also, you're in this weird place, like, where, like, when I started, I didn't have, like, any kind of fame before I did stand-up. So you have, like, fans from you,
Yeah.
but you, like, haven't necessarily gotten famous from doing stand-up yet.
It's wild.
You know what I mean? It kind of sucks to start and have no one know you, and then you just
Yeah.
have to totally win them over. But you
Yeah.
kind of already won them over, and now you have to. So it's like a different kind of pressure. I had nothing to lose. If someone's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, women suck at comedy," I got up and sucked. They're like, "Oh, I had nothing to lose." But you kind of have this added pressure that I feel like is really could be like stressful.
I think if anything, I have to look at it as a good thing.
Yeah.
And just
It's
you
a great
know,
thing.
It's like, I know the comics get mad about it, but it's I'm trying
People
here.
already think you're funny.
Yeah.
So
There's no comics are gonna be mad regardless. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I think it's also like to me, I guess I just empathize with like you worrying that you might disappoint the people that are already there to see you because they already love you. Like I just think it'd be great for you to come to like a super warm room with a bunch instead of just like going to a comedy club one night
Yeah.
where there's like a bunch of comics that are like, why is she getting a set?
Yeah.
Even though we've been doing it for 20 years and all that kind of like toxic for no reason that'll get in your head.
Whitney,
That's perfect.
This is.
Do you
this is
think?
I don't know how to accept this. I don't know how to accept compliments or a good thing happening. So
This is
yes.
and this is how I know you're gonna be great.
I'm rambling now because I'm nervous and excited.
Good. Like this is like I just know you're like I see myself so much in you. No offense. Compliment to me, insult to you. But it's like you like all the things that you're saying that I feel like I'm watching you discourage yourself with. I just want you to know are the reasons that you're going to be great and get everything you want. Like when you're like when I go off stage, I hate my set. Like
Yeah.
that's exactly how you should feel after your set right now. And you will when you're doing Carnegie Hall and when you're doing MSG. You're gonna go, oh God, I should have said it this way. Or like,
I'm gonna be. I said it today.
what?
You did.
And I'm gonna be the first Super Bowl halftime comedy show.
Let's go.
They need it. They need
You know what? Let's so let's
And I mean it.
let's do this.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's
it.
manifest or the secret or whatever witchcraft sorcery.
Yeah. Listen,
you
I'm-
will be the first. Let's say also not only the first. Because here's another thing I did is I put things out in the universe and I didn't qualify how they were going to go.
Okay.
So you're going to be the first Super Bowl halftime comedy show. And it's gonna go well.
Oh,
that's
good.
important.
It's very important. That's so important.
It's a really needed factor.
I do think that all that vision board manifesting stuff works, but I forgot on a lot of it. I'd be like, I'm gonna be on Letterman, and I'm on Letterman, and I forgot to say like, and it's gonna go great.
That's true. Okay,
That's
it's gonna
huge.
go great.
Yeah, so it's like when you're like, I'm gonna have a husband, I'm gonna have a husband who I love, who loves me, who's amazing. Like, so just get even more specific.
Oh, yeah.
because you
That's
are
smart.
gonna get what you want. So make sure that you're very clear about what it is.
So aren't you excited? We're gonna do this together.
Yeah,
Oh, it's gonna be so good. I can't
Super
wait.
Bowl halftime. There's nothing worse than mixing music and comedy, but you are gonna.
No music. It's just comedy. Just comedy. Don't laugh at my drinks.
I'm so into this. It's like they're just gonna be like, Rihanna, get the fuck out of here. Like I know, like all the energy from sports, which is
Yeah, they've been doing it for years and years, but no, it's comedy's time.
so guys.
change things.
What's the deal with the metal detectors out front?
That's what I was saying. I was like, this first act didn't go so well.
Yeah. What's the deal with the fucking Pat sucking this year?
Don't you wish there was a musician up here right now? I'll get a big laugh because they'll say, "What the is this?"
No, dude, I think you're the one. By the way, I'm so in on this. But
He's been saying it forever.
I love this. I love that. Okay, but let's like specify, because that is easily the worst possible like configuration to do stand up, but they will have by then invented some cameras so that everyone can see you and it's gonna go great.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're out in the audience, you know.
And then, like, you know how they have, like, other people come in, like Ludacris came in, we'll have other comedians, we'll just riff off each other.
Sure, but
Zip line while you do
you're in a zip line.
I'm
Also,
on the
I like that at every punchline, there's just flames behind.
Yeah. Lasers. You can do the lasers. Lasers.
That's
We
another
wanted to incorporate an EDM show with stand-up comedy somehow. This is the way to do it.
Yeah, which is perfect.
Yeah.
And the bracelets. We need to have the claw
we got the
bracelets.
guy.
Gotta
We
get
gotta
on
call
the
him.
bracelet. I'm obsessed with this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh at your dreams.
No, it's fair.
It's
ridiculous.
Honestly, there's not like I cannot wait to witness this. Like this is
insane.
it was
You'll
like,
be right there with me.
remember when Roseanne that sang the national anthem at World Series and like made it funny?
Well, she grabbed her crotch and spit at the end like a baseball player.
Got a boy.
Honestly, A plus, A plus. There's something weird about grabbing your vagina. It's like kind of a weird.
Your fingers get stuck a little.
Yeah.
And it's like,
How tight is your pussy? Jesus Christ. She thought a Frady hole was a clit. Like what? So many questions.
Roseanne's tight as hell.
It's the best. But you're kind of grabbing more like the fat on top.
yeah, you're just like grabbing a slice of like bread.
But
a
that's
league of their own. Just squishing it. It's like
also
imprinted.
I
Like
still-
Play-Doh. And then it like morphs back into
Silly
a vagina.
putty.
Yeah. Oh, that's gross.
I think my vagina is actually further back than even like vaginas are surprisingly far back.
Yeah, it's back there.
It's like really
Guys used to think they're just right
I think
here,
they're
but it's like
they
under.
think it's like right where
the
their
belly
dick-
button in the middle of it.
We just have it right like in our laps.
Yeah, you can just like bring it forward like an iPad holder.
Well, I used to think that too, because when you would like grow up and see movies, like people would have sex standing up, and you were just like,
Yeah.
oh, I guess the vagina's
It's like that.
It's like an outlet.
Yeah, that's what they think it is.
And I'm like, I don't know, I just had a baby, so maybe it like moved or something. But it's
Still
like,
morphing back.
I know, like it kind of is just anyway. That's like for between me and my gynecologist, which I'll recommend to
Hey,
you so that
please,
you'll
God,
finally
yes,
go.
God, yes,
Can we
gotta
please
go.
just start an online petition to get Brianna to the gynecologist?
Please, thank you.
And the last thing I'm going to ask, because this is a little bit of a running drama over here right now, is I'll ask you both. You're not allowed to look at each other. Okay. Do you, after you get out of the shower, use lotion on your body, Brianna?
No, I saw this.
Never.
Grace, you get out of the shower.
That's a no, never.
I wasn't on your side. I saw that too.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't think this is true.
I don't have lotion.
I don't. Yeah, I actually, I swear to God, tried to put some on today for the first time ever.
Your legs were showing?
Because my legs were showing.
That's the only
so I
time.
used face stuff and put it on my legs,
Me
and
too.
it was expensive. I was like, that's like $30 on my legs.
And you have to use a huge glob.
Yeah. So
I don't even want to check my elbows.
So you've never
I mean, I'll never, but you never.
wasn't really like a thing.
under.
I
I
was
don't know.
never taught. I don't think I was like taught.
Like
What?
my mom never bought the shit, so I'm like, well,
I have
how am
Irish
I gonna-
Spring bar soap at my parents' house. Still, that's it for everything.
Yeah.
So how do you? Okay, don't you get itchy?
No, clean as a whistle.
No itch.
The lotions make it itch.
Dude, it's like chapstick. You don't need it, and then you put it on.
It
and
gets
you
you get
need to buy more.
addicted. That is actually true. Chapstick has an addictive ingredient.
Yeah.
So why do you look so moisturized then?
You put it on your
Bar
face.
soap.
Boss.
Bar soap.
Yeah, face. I'll put it on my face.
I put it on my face.
Because
but
my
that's
face.
it.
Because I started putting it on my face and it got
Dry.
It needs it. So
Yeah.
the rest of my body doesn't need it because it never started.
I'm sure I could use it,
Yeah, for sure.
but like, why? What am I gonna go buy lotion? Like, do you go out and you say, "Oh, I need to buy more lotion"?
I ordered online.
Oh,
Yeah.
you could do that.
Like, so what? Do you like get on your horse and go into town?
You
What do
ride
you
it
do?
wet,
What do you
put it back on the dirt
Go
road?
like
What is it called?
churn it?
That's what it feels like. Like,
Yeah.
who needs to buy lotion?
What are you using? Like Jergens?
No, I'm not jerking someone off in high school.
And then getting it in your mouth.
Yeah.
This is shocking to me.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so the more you ask people, or most people on your side, how did the internet take it?
The internet is like kind of shocked that I use lotion every day.
Yeah.
But also, do you wash your legs in the shower?
Yeah.
I shave them when I have to.
But do you wash them?
Am I in trouble?
With like a loofah? Like a
The idea of getting out of the shower and not putting on lotion immediately is like I couldn't
Oh,
even.
but you're like still wet and then it's like
I get dry, and when it's damp, then you put the lotion on.
I don't even know how to use I would have to read the directions how to use lotion. I have no idea. I have no idea.
This is so wild to me. But on your face, you put lotion on after you wash your face.
Yeah, need it. Same way you feel about your body.
I don't really wash.
doing the
You
face.
do with your face.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you have not a wrinkle on your face.
I don't.
It's because you haven't been in a relationship. Take the win.
True.
Okay, look at me. I've been in a lot of them. I'm
good and
fucking
it's
like
bad.
Steve Buscemi. Okay,
Do you
relationship.
wash your face?
No. That's
Well,
I
that's-
don't really want to get into detail about how because this is making me like this is tough. This is not good.
Why?
I don't wash my face either.
I am like a man in this sense. Like
You
I
don't
do
wash your face?
makeup wipes.
makeup wipes, which apparently are terrible for the environment.
That's
So are
true.
we. But yeah, I don't. Yeah,
You don't.
occasionally.
You don't take water.
Maybe in the shower.
Maybe.
Yeah,
So
not
there's
like
no
all
like
the time.
routine. There's not like every day is just.
I don't have a skincare
I've
routine.
always tried to find one.
Me too.
I didn't
and
try
I'll
that
do
hard
it for
though.
like 3 days.
I always tried to find one a routine.
Yeah.
Find it. Where? What do you mean?
I don't know. I thought it would just come to me.
Are you guys TikTok influencers? Is it?
Yeah,
is
we're
it
not like those kinds,
Is it a
so-
skincare routine like the main
I
thing?
want one so bad.
Yeah, because one time I saw one of your things and you were just taking blackface and putting lines on and blending it,
I was doing that.
like contouring.
Oh, I was like, I was doing that.
It's like contour, like you.
Well, had your
Contour
back.
stick, like a contour stick.
Yeah, see, I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
That's from makeup face,
right?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, you guys. We were getting along great. I mean, there was just so much
there goes the
momentum.
tour.
No,
yeah,
don't say that.
And now I can't bring an Ashy bitch on tour with me. I'm
I
sorry.
will
lotion.
totally.
Read the
I got
directions.
Jergens, Olay, what the f-
Everything,
I'll
all
get the
of
good
it.
stuff.
We'll lube you up every day
Yeah,
on
no,
tour.
I will literally take Vaseline. Is that good?
Vaseline on my
I'll
legs.
slide right onto
Petroleum
stage.
jelly.
Yeah, not too shabby.
I'm obsessed with you.
KY jelly.
Petroleum jelly, petroleum.
It's like fucking peanut butter jelly.
Anything oil.
I will do anything you want. Like I said, I will sign my life away to you.
It's that easy.
I'm obsessed with you. Your podcast is obviously massive. I don't need to plug it, but I'm going to play in Bri Uncut. I love you guys. I end this very awkwardly. Don't ride elephants. Goodbye.